Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punchwalla Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Tuesday, July 15th, 2025, year of our Lord, season number 3, episode number 196. In today's show, we're going to talk about the day the choppers died. Let's go. In My Life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio, right by Southwest Airlines. And today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool, that's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, S-P-I-R-E, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. Anything from your roof to your floor, your heating, your air conditioning, you want to add a room on your house, what you got? SpireConstructionInc.com. Tell them I sent you. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers for Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. But right now, turn off that news. It ain't nothing but bad news anyway. Let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 2008. In 2008, the economy went south. Depending on what part of the country you were in, 7, 8, somewhere in there. So we were a big dog dealer, a American Iron Horse dealer, and a dealer for Victory motorcycles. American Iron Horse went out of business, and that was a huge shock. You got to remember, they came into business because you couldn't get a Harley without going on a waiting list and paying more than retail. So that was the advent of the Big Dog, Titan, American Iron Horse, Big Bear Choppers, Bourget, and all that. That's when they thrived. Well, now you could get a Harley, and you could get it for list price or less. And the $30,000 choppers that Big Dog and American Iron Horse were selling dried up. So when American Iron Horse went out of business, before they went out of business, I asked them, I said, show me the respect of giving me a little bit of notice. And they did. They gave me a little notice, and it's not looking good, Rick. Take it from there. Because, we had a floor plan. So I phased out my American Iron Horse and got out at the right time. Same thing with Big Dog. I called Sheldon Coleman, the owner of Big Dog, and I said, show me the respect of giving me a little bit of notice. And 3 or 4 or 5 months later, he called me and he said, I got a meeting with the bankers today, and it's not going to go good. There's your notice. I said, okay, I hope the meeting turns out okay, but I'm going to prepare as if it's not. He said, that a boy. So I sold my Big Dogs, and that was the beginning of the end. It was the end for Big Dog and Iron Horse, but that was the beginning of the end for a lot of motorcycle shops that predominantly sold Big Dog and Iron Horse, and that was their scope of business. You know, we're lucky we build custom bikes, we sell used Harleys, we sell parts, we sell accessories. I sell hamburgers, I sell beer. You know, we've got a pretty good business plan where I'm not locked in on one part of the business. I still rule the day that Big Dog and Iron Horse went away. That was a sad deal. Okay. Let's check that truck. You got those snake skins from the Coco Snake that only lives in Irving, Texas, and they only come out between 1 and 2 a.m. That's how I see them. White toe, double black racing stripes, 2 bent hose, red, white, and blue logo, black shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. Let's check the office. Yeah. Every day at the end of the show when I say, I love you, Alice, there's Alice. Best friend a boy ever had right there. Okay. I didn't plan on doing that. I just kind of drawn to it. Hi, Alice. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today? July 15th, 1949 was a Friday. Grandma wrote, I went down to Birdie's and picked up the cucumbers and some peas. These are things I hate, cucumbers and peas. We went to town tonight to see how Dick's Aunt Anna was feeling. They couldn't have a TV set. They do too much stuff. They got to not have a TV set. I bet they got a radio, not a TV set. Dad joke. For Halloween, my wife and I dressed up as a mummy and a daddy. Mummy and a daddy. Daddy. Don't forget it. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Keep your face towards the sun and your shadow will follow. That's true. You know, your goal in life should be to be a good person. To be a person of character. I see a lot of people, some of them are 60 or older, that are just living a life of partying, a life of indulgence, a life of waste. And it's sad because one day that life will come to an end. And then what you got to show for it? You went to 300 concerts. I've been to 2. Been to 2 concerts in my life. I'm not big on wasting time or energy or money. Not my gig. Today is Tuesday, so we have Kenny Chavez and the boys making music at the Ice House. That will be great. Be good to come out, hang out, eat a hamburger, drink a cold drink, and listen to Kenny and them. All right, I got to go. I got Tuesday things to do. Remember, there ain't no place like this place. So long for now. Love you, Alice.